start with Bills no parade. Looks like the Bills Super Bowl that we've been told about for 4 months will have to wait. Josh Allen was mediocre, and Stephon Diggs let him know about it. Here's Josh postgame.
Again, disappointment. You play to win. Our goal is to win a Super Bowl, a world championship, and we didn't accomplish that. So everything that happened this season is kind of null and void in our minds, and it sucks.
Like a child on Christmas morning, Nick Wright waits for the okay to go downstairs and open up all the presents. Nick?
Yeah.
What does this loss mean for the Bills?
It means, and this will be a theme of today's show, if you can watch the full 90 minutes, there's going to be a lot of this. They are who we thought they were. Or in this case, who I and only I thought they were. And I was called a lot of things. Had a lot of arrows slung my way to end up being exactly, perfectly, 100% correct. The Buffalo Bills are regressing, as is their quarterback. And while Joe Burrow might be able to say with bass in his voice and 10 toes down, as Brew was unable to do when it came to this game last week, that the Bengals Super Bowl window is his entire career, the Bills Super Bowl window under this regime, with this iteration, may have already closed.
Oh, come on.
Okay, well, here's a fun fact. Scott Kazmar had it. Every single coach-quarterback combo in NFL history that has ever won a Super Bowl won it, their first one, within 5 years of teaming up.
Oh, coach.
This was year 5 for the McDermott-Allen combo, also year 5 for the Lamar-Harbaugh combo, and that one appears to be trending towards divorce. But let's not talk about them right now.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills picked, of course, the very worst time to have their very worst game of the year. They had 5 drives all season where they were trailing by double digits until yesterday when they had 7 in one game. Josh Allen could not help himself. 3rd and 2, deep shot. 3rd and 4, deep shot. 3rd and 7, deep shot. Instead of taking what the defense gave him, so maybe, just maybe, they could claw their way back into the game. It's almost like a team and a player that believed their own headlines. Now, it's hard to hold it against them because those elements are so rare for Buffalo, New York, for a team that looked like it could not play in them. However, this is a tough day for a team that has been to 4 Super Bowls, 1-0 in this regime that has done nothing other than once get blown out in an AFC Championship game. So in honor of those 4 Super Bowl appearances, let's hang what could be their 4 Super Bowl banners.
Here we go.
Drop the first banner if you would, please. They deserve it. Guys, the 2022 preseason favorites. They can never take that from you, Buffalo. Drop the next banner if you would, please. Let me see this one. Oh, it's got to come down. Hey, you briefly, allegedly, temporarily had QB1 in the league. Now, at best, it's QB3 in his own conference, but that's neither here nor there. Now, the most important banner for him, because this one mattered a lot when it happened.
There's weapons coming out of there, man.
Buffalo Bills, you beat the Chiefs in October. And now the last one, and the most impressive one. Back-to-back AFC semifinals.
That actually doesn't look bad.
They're back-to-back years. They made the second round of the AFC side of the bracket. It's a hell of a year for a scrappy team that is now, at best, the bronze medalist in their conference with their bronze medalist quarterback in their conference. But, Brew, while this was great for me, this is your juggernaut. Your MVP, my friend.
Let me start by giving a meek and mild who they. While the bylaws would allow me to claim the Bengals, I will not. I will not, even though I'm allowed, I will not for this day. But I have been with the Bills, as you said, Nick. I like a lot of smart.
How smart now?
People.
Still smart?
A lot of smart football people picked the Bills and Josh Allen to be MVP. I was one of those smart football people. Didn't happen. So I will give the Bengals credit, Nick. They looked every bit as good as Joe Mixon said they were. They did, and he played well.
Yeah.
Went for over 100 yards, a hard-fought TD.
Yeah, but we'll
shout out to
Bengals
Mixon.
later.
No, because I want to shout them out first. I'm going to get to the Bills. Don't make the mistake. Now, let me get to the Bills. What to me is so disappointing is how they lost.
Getting blown out?
They got beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, they got beat up. You have the biggest, strongest, most physical quarterback in the league. You got the great Matt Milano at the linebacker, right? You're at home.
Yeah.
You got a defense that in terms of points allowed was second in the league, I believe. And they came, Wilds, Cincinnati went into Buffalo's house.
What'd they do?
They raided the refrigerator.
My goodness.
They slept in their bed. They used their toothbrush.
Always
And then, Nick, they took a bubble bath. And they made the Bills run the water. I mean, it was that bad.
Wow, they were there?
We
The
can
Bills
talk about
were
Josh
there?
Allen. Josh wasn't all that good.
No,
He wasn't.
he was terrible. Say it. Say it with
I'm not
your
going to
chest,
say.
Brew.
No.
He was terrible.
He was not terrible.
He wasn't? They
No.
scored 10
He
points.
wasn't great.
He
had no
wasn't.
passing touchdowns.
Can a brother finish?
Sorry. Go
You
ahead.
got banners and
Sorry, go
a
ahead.
10-minute monologue and all that. He wasn't special, and they needed him to be special.
Was he bad?
He was. Joe Burrow outplayed him. I wouldn't say bad. He was mediocre. He didn't do nothing. All right, he didn't do anything. But this game was lost 2 places for the Bills. In the trenches,
Yeah.
Nick. Every time Cincinnati ran a play, it seemed like they were getting 10 to 12 yards. Dusty, show me the stat.
Oh, here it
They
is.
ran for 172 yards. They aren't a strong rush team, at least during the year. They ran for 172, almost 3 times the amount of the Bills.
But I thought-
Then they look at the pressure that was put on Josh Allen.
I get that.
Pressured 17 times.
Brew.
All right?
Brew, on the rushing
40% of
yards,
his dropbacks.
I thought a huge part of his brilliance was his running
It
ability.
was tough in the snow.
It wasn't for
It's
them.
tough in
Was
the
it
snow.
not snowing for the Bengals?
Burrow wasn't running.
No.
Burrow was surgical. He did a great job.
Give
My
me a
point
break.
is
Give me
they
a
beat the Bills up on the line of
They
scrimmage,
beat him up
both
everywhere.
sides of the ball.
And the quarterback was
And
bad.
then they got out coached. And I like Sean
my
McDermott.
gosh.
They couldn't solve the pressure, the different forms of pressure that the Bengals were throwing at them. They couldn't stop. Like I said, the run game, every time they touched the ball, they were getting 10 yards.
That's why you're supposed to have the
They
alien at
got
quarterback.
out coached.
Yes, that's true.
The defense did not, and Allen didn't do anything. I'm not going to say he stinks. I'm just saying
No, but-
Allen did not have a good game. Was he horrible? Was he Dak yesterday? No.
Hey.
What Dak?
But he wasn't good.
He was every bit as bad as Dak.
Oh,
yesterday.
stop it. He played a clean game until the last, Hail
Okay,
Mary.
He fumbled twice. Once
Did he lose any
Once
fumbles?
he recovered, and the other
He
one
lost no fumbles.
the other one got overturned very questionably.
When I look at the box score, it says 0
Okay,
fumbles lost.
listen, that's fine. I understand that. But to act like Dak played far worse than Josh Allen did is just, to me, ludicrous. But we can set the
2
Dak
picks
thing aside.
in a 7-point game.
He had.
Hold on, stay here.
The Bills scored 1 touchdown, Brew. They scored 1 touchdown.
Did I say he was great? I didn't even say he was good.
Okay.
I'm just not going to sit here and say it was horrible you want me to.
What I want is, Wilds.
Yeah.
And we can show Josh Allen in the playoffs. I had to listen all week about or 2 weeks ago, how he's the best playoff quarterback ever.
Well,
and last week, how he's one of the best.
I don't know if I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
okay.
so now we have again. This is just the playoffs. Forget the win-loss part, but I put it on there so you could see it. You have the evidence that once again the guy is unreliable. 4 wins, 4 losses, 3 great games, 3 horrific games, 2 mediocre games.
Wasn't great.
What more can we see? This is at home, a 10-point playoff game. At home. Come on, you know what it reminded me of? Aaron Rodgers
Brett Favre?
in round 2 last year. Man, Brett Favre, you can call him Brett Favre. It feels a lot more closer to a white Dante Culpepper or a modern-day Phillip
What?
Rivers. The physical talents are unbelievable.
So he's going to be out of the league pretty soon?
Dante got hurt, but Dante also led the league in touchdown passes.
Oh, he
one
was
year.
great for a minute.
Yeah, and amazing talent, and reckless with the football. Go ahead, Wilds. I'm sorry, but I mean,
No, it's okay.
it just is what it is.
I mean, if you just the brief synopsis of that, the Bills ran a bubble bath for the Bengals, and they took a bubble bath.